It's the NFL on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 21 rematch. It's the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Denver. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. He'll get about 2. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Giants has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, Not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing, Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Here's Nix to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And he will dive into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Eric Gray to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Open man is Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Mims sent in motion here. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Nix. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That is brought in downfield by Sutton. That pass play good for 22. First down, Broncos.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Nix now on first and 10. He connects with Mims. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Throwing is Nix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's caught once again by Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Nix from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Gray going to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga, on the tackle. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Wilson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one is caught by Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
In motion, it's Robinson. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that They get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
They motion the slot man left. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So after one, it's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's Jamie Gillen on now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. A run with Dobbins. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
That's to the sideline, taken in by Johnson. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, right side. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Giants.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers and a lot of...
To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants are on the board. It's 10-7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he will have a Broncos first down. We're able to get the third down conversion.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Nix. Off he goes. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Now it's Dobbins, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's Dobbins. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting in.
And he'll take it on in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will get out in front 17-7. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Gray going to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing again, Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And live to play another snap.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Ray going to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Wilson. Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. I think you just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Again, Wilson. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A short one there to Bellinger. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Now Russ. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Giants. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So that challenge, a successful one. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. Powering forward. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Second down, Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And we'll run you through some of the highlights from earlier in this one. There's just the one touchdown pass. Doesn't look remarkable if you look at the stat sheet, but watching the game, you see when the throws needed to be made, he has made them. First and 10. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, you're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Giants. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will go up by 7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Play action now. It's Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Nix to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
3rd and 9. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the ground, here's Tracy. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. D.J. Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Giants sending out their punter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one complete to Sutton. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. To throw is Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On second down, it's Nix. That one caught Devon Vela. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. It's second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will have a Giants first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. The Broncos bringing out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Now Russ. He keeps it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Not much there. They'll get this down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.